And the divorce parties are on the rise. You can buy cards, you can buy banners and all sorts of stuff to celebrate the end of a marriage. But do you think that is a good way for things to go?
Well, you see, that's interesting. Is it celebrating the end of a marriage or celebrating your new freedom? And if it's that, then it is worth celebrating. Because I've got a friend who was in a miserable, horrible marriage.
Yeah.
And by the time we got to her divorce and she'd actually got the decree, there was something to celebrate because she'd been through hell.
Yeah.
She was very sensitive about it being a different dynamic for the children. So we celebrated as girls the new chapter in her life. We didn't celebrate with her children because for her children it was a different thing they were going through.
Yeah.
And so she was sensitive to that.
Yeah.
But if you've been unhappy, yes, celebrate the new chapter in your life.
Yeah. See, that to me makes sense, because that's actually quite a positive thing. But a lot of the divorce, but not all of them, but a lot of the divorce parties, even the little bits and pieces that you can get for them, they're quite negative. They're, you know, you can even get cakes with like the wife strangling the husband and, you know, and all that. Do you know what I mean? It's quite angry rather than a celebration of newfound freedom.
Well, maybe they're leaning on one another because they want to get it off their chest, what they've been through. You know, similar. My best friend, she was in a loveless... Well, they were married for 10 years in total, but the last 3 years, I mean, it was a loveless marriage, it was. And again, for the sake of the children, right? And I just felt that I needed to say something. I was lying to her over and over again. And she was like, but I can't, because in the school playground, I don't want my children to come from a broken home.
What, she didn't want to get divorced?
No,
right.
she didn't want to. And he was, like, looking at other women in front of her. And so I got to a stage, I was like, you've got to get out.
That's already a broken home,
yeah, so,
really.
but I had to take her then to my house, and we kind of did have our own little party, because it was like, you're OK, because we'll support you, your friends around you, and the kids will be fine, and get away from that snobbery of the playground that doesn't matter at all. It's what happens as a family.
I think when you sort of go out with your girlfriends or whatever and have a quiet, or just, you know, celebrating your freedom, as you say, and whatever. But, yeah, I do have a problem with the party thing, because I do think, however unhappy your marriage has been, there was a point where you stood there and made these declarations to each other and you thought it was going to be this great thing. Yeah. And it hasn't happened. And I do think it's sad. You know, I think it's sad when any marriage fails.
It is.
And very sad for the children as well. And so, yeah, I think the people that, for me, the ones that kind of got it right, and I know they're a bit Hollywood and la-la, but Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin...
They separated...
Well, they unconsciously coupled...
Consciously uncoupled.
But you see them out and about, they go on holiday together with the kids, and you can almost barely see what is it?
The break.
The vision.
Yeah,
you can barely see it. So, I think that's the best way, if you can manage it.
Yeah. And each to their own. You know, and if running around, shouting and bawling makes you feel better, then go for it. And if not, then a quiet little night in.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think about most things, anyway.